Well, hello everyone, it's Liam Catterson here. It's time for another episode of House of the Dragon, as we're on episode number 6 of Season 2. So, yeah, 2 more episodes left to go after this week's episode, which is a big sad. I'm enjoying this season. Though I don't know if Season 1 is, currently the leading season for me. I really found that fantastic all throughout and all of that. And I am enjoying my time with Season 2, but I just feel like, I don't know, that Season 1 so far has the edge. But a lot can happen in these final 3 episodes, and I'm looking forward to seeing where things go with Aemond basically taking charge after he cooked his brother. So yeah, it was a real Lion King moment, of course, long live the king, and then Aemond takes charge. He's even got the scar to prove it, I guess, so just attacked myself there. But no, it was really great. We've got the Harrenhal hecticness, of course, still ongoing. So yeah, as well as the fact that there was, of course, the aftermath of Rhaenys's death. So yeah, and how, of course, that impacted, especially, of course, the Blacks. So yeah, but yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into this episode, so why don't we get into this episode of House of the Dragon? It's episode number 6 of Season 2. Let's go.
At once. I want you to send a raven to King's Landing. Tell my brother we are ready to march.
They're wanting to get this.
Aemond is able to join us. On Vega.
Yeah, of course. They want to make this a massacre against Daemon.
Even if the blockade could be broken, are we to invite these alien raiders into our waters so close to King's Landing?
Vulnerability, really.
Set out for Harrenhal, I think.
Oof, he wants him gone.
Your Grace, if Daemon prevails in the Riverlands, I no longer have the numbers to challenge him.
I don't think he gives a shit, my guy.
That need is ended. You are no longer obliged.
It's not a matter of obligation. This council is needed for tempering voice.
Got more than enough of those, if you ask me.
You have the impetuousness of youth.
Oh shit!
Neither of which is to be desired
I
in a
release
king.
you of your seat, such as it was.
And he did not wish her well on her future endeavors. At the same time, though, any kind of, kick in the rear to Alicent, I'm not really too, sad over, even if Aemond is having a very firm hold as Prince Regent. God, his hand. Okay. I mean, I guess it's a reluctant undertaking, isn't it, for him?
Here would not take her as a rider.
Then who could do it?
You.
Oh shoot! Congrats!
You are of noble birth, and I had always heard, as you know, that the Darklings and the Targaryens had some common blood.
Did you say it?
Viserys?
The heir for a day. Did you say it?
You can't possibly still be angry about this.
My family was just destroyed. Stone and your lady wife at once. And you are to do so without quarrel.
Nice flashback, right?
Your...
Odor. Odor.
Please.
Odor. Yeah. Oh.
Whatever your game is strong, I assure you, the king is on his guard.
Yes.
Poor Simon! He's just like, the fuck am I?
And stop watching me.
He is absolutely confuddled. Understandably so. Daemon is, I guess, understandably not thinking straight after the whole Harrenhal hectics.
Tully is their Lord Paramount.
Without him, they will never raise their banners as one.
Rivermen are made of mud. They would rather die stuck in it than yield 1 inch to
so
one another.
So take out Grover.
You. No.
Oh shit! I don't think see smoke. No, I don't think this is gonna work in Stefan's favor. Yeah, this ain't what. Oh no.
I've done it.
Don't get too ahead of yourself, bud. Oh shit! I've done it. Famous last words. Yeah, Sea Smoke was like, nope. I don't like you. I don't care if you're part Targaryen.
But he's gone now. And his rightful heir denied her seat.
Some of us got, like, especially with this blockade that's been going on.
Wondering what might have been.
Like, if she took the throne, they wouldn't be so limited, right?
I've been waiting all day. I'll take anything. Scraps.
Oh, heck. Oh, shit. That's it, though. Like, we've got Lamb. Yeah, yeah, you got Lamb here, but I'm assuming the dragons are, yeah. Oh, this is gonna piss off the people further.
I'll make it your responsibility.
My prince, it is an honor. I've never considered.
I don't think.
The service hand you towed to fetch him. Send word to Otto Hightower.
Oh shit!
May be overcautious, but his devotion
Is stronger than I thought. This morning his breath comes easier. He may yet live. Thank the gods.
Oh heck!
news.
This is where you smother him with a pillow, like no one has to know. Oh boy. Oh shit! Wow, Aemond! I don't know if he actually doesn't remember shit, or if he's saying this because he knows Aemond not only tried to kill him once, but twice. Well, this is fun. Was this season? Jesus.
It is large and formidable.
Oh
But
shit.
alas, wild. Alas.
Well,
The Driftwood Throne?
We spend the whole of our lives in the shadow of the sea snake's great castle.
yeah, it's like golden. You know, you got this golden opportunity, the silver platters.
Great opportunity.
Yeah.
While me, he ignored.
We need Daemon and his dragon.
Again.
For even 1 hour of the constant refrain of Daemon, Daemon, Daemon.
Your Grace. The Lady Massaria.
I was gonna say, imagine if he said, Damon's, you know, we've got an update on Damon. All these resources. Yeah. Fresh, juicy apples.
And now to all the great houses in the Reach. There has been no word from Sir Otto, as of yet.
You left him on red!
Young lady, I'll wager. He's kind.
I do love that, though. Doggo better be well fed. Oh.
Where'd you get that food? We're near his ships. Ships? They came ashore in the middle of the night with gifts from the Queen. She thinks of us even now.
Yeah, this is going to cause Walker fumbles.
Mind your flanks.
Rhaenyra, I love you. I love you, Rhaenyra. Oh my god! Oh!
Sheathe your swords!
Sheathe your swords!
This is the chaos that Rhaenyra has... you know what? I'm digesting this. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, jeez!
It dulls your mind. Don't take heart, Your Grace. You've already written yourself into legend. You survived Dragonfire. But I'm afraid you will never be whole. All while has it will pity you, either behind your back or in your presence.
Jeez. Jeez, Laris.
At you.
I'm sorry.
I hate how we have to see Viserys go through this again, but of course Daemon has to go through this again as well.
Lord Grover is dead.
Alice!
The old man.
Indeed.
Alice did
Young
say...
Oscar Tully is now Lord Paramount of the Riverlands.
No, Matt, don't cry. Don't cry, Matt. Don't cry. I think Seasmoke has chosen his candidate. My God! You want to be my new BFF? He got so jelly, didn't he, of Alan? That's the kind of vibe I was getting.
Ship into the city. They went as far as the gates of the
And
Red
now-
Keep before they were turned away. It is. I was still a child. He had his pleasure with me. And when after many months of this, it became evident that his seed had taken root.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
I swore to myself I would never trust another. And that oath has stood me well. This world is cold and cruel.
Father's
and there
hurt,
are
of
few
course.
in it who are steadfast.
Gonna damage that, understandably.
I think, are steadfast. You have seen.
Oh shit! Oh, holy shit! Look, I never expected this. Oh shit.
Begging your pardon. Your Grace.
Knock next time.
The Dragon Sea Smoke has been sighted flying over Spicetown.
I love that this is kind of like... Yeah. This is kind of pushed her to the last nerve in a sense. I say in a sense because there is that kind of deflated, or deflated, should I say, feeling that she's expressed. She's quite limited, and there's a knock of confidence, isn't there, that she can't. And now hearing that the Greens may well, it's all but confirmed in her mind that the Greens have taken Seasmoke. Yeah, it's like she's trying her best, but they keep the Greens just keep they just keep knocking her down. So like I said, wait until you do see who is now riding Seasmoke. But of course, like I said, in her mind, it's all but guaranteed. Of course, we know the truth. So yeah, but of course, Rhaenyra's gonna have to wait until next week to yeah. So wasn't expecting the Mysaria and Rhaenyra connection to take off. Oof. I'm here for it though. I'm here for it. I did not have that. I did not anticipate that whatsoever. But I ain't complaining. I fully ship it. I fully ship it. So yeah. And yeah, some great episode. Chaos King's Landing. Like, this is it though. I do feel so bad for Helena. So she does not deserve any kind of hate whatsoever. She's had enough of that this season. Well, I would say hate. She's had she's had so much shit she's had to go through this season. She doesn't need this. So I'm not so fussed about Allison because she's a snake. We know that. But I mean, that was really, really brutal. I can't lie. But yeah. So yeah, good stuff. Good things happening with this episode. So yeah, like I said, I was not expecting that kiss whatsoever, but it's something that works really, really well. I mean, it's not just, you know, because you just love to see it in general. They've got a good vibe, but also because it's that, I guess, that moment of vulnerability there for Mysteria because of the fact that she made the mention of how she lost trust for anyone, given what her father did. And she's held on to that belief for so long that she should not trust anyone until Rhaenyra gave her hope. So, and in doing so, they became vulnerable and they got intimate. So, of course, they had to be interrupted. So, because people do not knock. But no, it was just really, really great stuff. So yeah, this was really great. Just overall, there was some really, really amazing moments, like Laris trying to just weasel his way into the mindset of Aegon. That was really, really rough. We'll get to that later. There's of course the whole Harrenhal situation that I guess is going to be ongoing until the end of the season, given the fact that we've got 2 more episodes left to go and it's not fully concluded. I mean, of course, with this episode we had Daemon confront Viserys. I mean, that was a gut punch because we miss Viserys. He was an absolute delight, and having Paddy back, even if I don't know if it's gonna be like Millie, because Millie did exist for 2 episodes, because there was she was there like for 10 seconds in one episode, and obviously that carried over into the next episode. So I don't know if it's gonna be like that situation for Paddy, but of course, yeah, I mean, it is just this plaguing of his mind in terms of, you know, bollocking him for, you know, his actions that basically led to, you know, Rhaenyra just falling apart and all of that. And yeah, so but it wasn't, of course, just the only thing for Daemon, wasn't it, in terms of the Harrenhal hecticness, as I dub it. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, there was also the whole Amma situation, wasn't it? And there was just that moment in terms of like that vulnerability where Daemon was like, I'm here, and all of that. So yeah, but yeah, there was also the whole Grover Tully situation that Alice had a part to play. So yeah, I thought she was I thought she was more so of a ghost affecting Daemon, of course, especially since there have been like when Daemon, I guess, has been fully conscious, there's still been weird shit going on, of course. So yeah, but no, you know, we had Alice who basically got the kill on Grover and all of that. So yeah, and now opportunity, I guess, there for. I mean, I know he did break down at the end, but I feel like that was more so of what he's experiencing in his visions and all of that. So, especially when you consider the dynamic there was between Viserys and Daemon. So, yeah. And it could also be all getting a bit too much for Daemon. So, yeah. But, yeah, like I said, there was some really, really amazing bits and pieces that came about in this episode. So yeah, I did love the whole idea of, with King's Landing being in a bit of disarray and whatnot. There was this whole situation. There was this whole plan in terms of Rhaenyra getting the support of the people of King's Landing, the Smallfolk of King's Landing. Of course, there was disgruntled, I guess, prior to the boats and all of that coming in about, well, hey, Aemon's done this, and yeah, he's living in all of the luxury, and we're just barely making, we're just barely getting food in and all of that. So yeah. And then you've got, like, Rhaenyra's ships, like, you've got the banners that, hey, it's us the Blacks, so, yeah, here's some food and all of that. I heard you people have been struggling a bit, so, yeah. But it all causes a big kerfuffle, doesn't it? Because, whereas these actions are going to get the people of King's Landing to turn against the Greens and be like, see, Rhaenyra's not a bad person and all of that. It's also going to get them very, very agitated, as you saw with poor Helena, and I don't know if you want to say poor Alicent, given the shit she has pulled and all of that, but yeah, I mean, it got really, really messed up. I mean, there was that guy that grabbed Alicent, and then he got disarmed. There was that guard that just got the shit kicked out of him, and it's going to be very, very distressing for Alicent, and like, especially with a lot of people like getting all of these supplies from Rhaenyra, and they're lashing out at Alicent and Helena. So there's going to be a lot of distress going on. So it's just all so insane. But yeah. I just thought that moment was just absolutely nuts. So yeah, and there was the whole Aemon, like even at the beginning when Aemon was still making some very, very harsh calls. I mean, it's the fact that you had Krispy Kreme basically be like, well, we don't have the numbers. We don't have the numbers for like taking Havenhall and all of that. And he's like, tough shit. You're going there right now. So yeah. Aemon's really having a very, very he's having a very, very tight hold on things, isn't he? Especially with how how he is not really attentive to the arguments that are being shared and all of that. So in King's Landing about how poorly the people being treated and all of that. So yeah, but oh man. See, here's the thing as well when it comes to Aegon coming around and all of that. Obviously, you had that moment where Aemon approached him and asked, what does he remember? So, yeah. But I do wonder what's going to happen if he does remember, because, I mean, Aegon's not exactly going to be in peak condition, and, I doubt he will be in that for the rest of his life. Aemon could easily waste him, so what happens if he does know and all of that? But then again, I think it's more so the case of Aegon doesn't want to die, and so he, and this is my feeling, he knows what happened. He's pretending I don't know what happened, because he knows that Aemon would kill him if he knows. So, and that's it though. I feel like Aemon would smother. Like, I made a little joke about it because of Aemon's ruthlessness, but I feel like he would smother him if he had to. He would, just get the pillow. He would be like, that's it. Just there you go. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Yeah. you could even chalk it up to, I guess, because of course there was the news of him getting better, and Aemon did give the instruction to the Maester about, you might want to keep him out of commission for a bit longer. So, yeah. You even had, like, when the Maester's like, oh, good news! Ah, what good news? Bastard. So, you could even get, like, this is what I'm saying, though, like, you can even, like, even if you did smother him with the pillow, if he had to, you could just chalk it up to, well, I guess his condition got worse. So, it's like that second win you think you got, and then your health declines rapidly, so... Yeah, but he knows. I feel like Aegon knows what really went down. And any kind of bullshit that Aemon's trying to feed him in terms of, oh, you took the fight to Meleese and it didn't go your way. Yeah, that's bullshit. And, yeah. So, and Aegon's just trying to play it safe because he's, he doesn't want to die. He still wants to be king. And he's still young at the end of the day. So, he's got a lot to live for. So yeah, but yeah, I mean that whole and here's the other thing in regards to Aegon, that last situation when he just absolutely, I felt so bad for Aegon when Larys tried to get inside his head because that's it. He's talking all of that conversation was just absolutely insane. But there is this whole situation of it's oddly confusing because I feel like there is this manipulation, there's this psychological advantage that Larys is placing on Aegon, but at the same time there is that pity as well. At the end of the day, he does feel so bad for Aegon. So yeah, and it is just it's just such an odd moment because of the fact that he knows how to get to him. He knows how to get to Aegon. And he knows that Aegon doesn't want that like perception of weakness to be to get the better of him, especially at a vulnerable moment like now. He knows that he doesn't want that moment of weakness to overcome Aegon. And again, there lies the differences in terms of Aemon and Aegon when it comes to the people right now, how they're playing Helon, and Aemon's just like, and. Whereas Aegon, we saw how he really, really values the respect of the people and all of that. He wants to do right by them, if anything. So yeah. But it was a really, really interesting scene. There's that moment of sincerity and all of that. But there's also that moment where he just gets inside his head, and for Aegon right now, there's going to be that there's going to be that like psychological play, isn't there? Because of how he's feeling. Well, how he's feeling right now, he's feeling like absolute shit, as you would. And then you got Larys saying this, but there is that moment of sincerity. So, but you got Larys saying, "Well, you're not going to do this again. You're not going to play football ever again. That's one thing for sure." So, and all Aegon can do is just feel like shit. So, yeah. But yeah, it was just a really, really neat scene. So, yeah. But and he didn't want to hear that, but it was the gods. It was like ripping off that Band-Aid, although that would be painful in Aegon's current situation. So, yeah, but yeah, it was just really, it was a really, really conflicting scene emotionally, I would say, but really, really well done. Same with the whole Gawain Allison situation, because Gawain was like, because he knew Allison really, because there was that moment where like she looked at Krispy Kreme and she was like, "Oh, Grain, how are you doing?" And she's like, and Grain's like, deep down, I know you don't want to see me, honestly. So yeah, but there was that like nice moment when they mentioned Daeron, so I'm sure he's going to appear in season 3 or something like that. Like they keep mentioning him. And they keep being vague about him. We haven't seen him, though, as far as I recall. So we've only just gotten description. So season 3, Daeron, we're looking forward to meeting you. This going to age like milk. So, yeah, but... yeah, it was really, really interesting stuff with, what was happening at King's Landing. Yeah, I really thought that the stuff at Dragonstone was great. Which, I loved the, focus with Sea Smoke and I guess how that kind of tied into the whole Alan Adam situation as well, because obviously we found out in this episode that Sea Smoke was like, you know what? I like you. I don't like Stefan. So... yeah, and I thought, once they tried to, get Stefan to bond with Sea Smoke, Sea Smoke got agitated, burnt those sheep that Rhaena found, but it looks like there is another dragon out there, a wild dragon that could potentially be Rhaena's, so, yeah. But no, I liked how that tied, especially there was a bit of a disgruntled feeling, especially with Alan, not wanting to, I guess, basically be is the victim the right word? I don't know, but he didn't want people to think, nepotism, right? When it came to first mate and all of that from Corlys, because of course there is the fact that both, I guess, Alan and Adam are Corlys' kids. So yeah, but there was this kind of agitated vibe from, hey, both Sea Smoke and Adam got agitated. But like I said, with Adam, I think that, golden opportunities there, silver platter, and you're just like, you're just not going to take it. So you like the fact that Corlys is this is bullshit, brother. So yeah, but now Adam's got got full bragging rights now that Sea Smoke seemingly wants to bond with. Yeah, so I just love it though. Like I said, with Stefan, he was like, no, I don't care if you're part Targaryen, not good enough for me. And then, of course, after getting grumpy and all of that, he's like, hey, Adam, I've got a bone to pick with you. Well, not necessarily that, but do you want to be my new BFF? So, yeah, but again, I mean, obviously, with no one being the wiser and all of that, it's going to send Rhaenyra, because that's it though, Rhaenyra was downbeating herself, even with Jace as well, and how, he brought up Daemon and all of that, and, she didn't want to, it's a knock in confidence for her, because, Rhaenyra wants to be out there. She wants to prove her worth and all of that, and people just keep looking at Daemon, and it's just yeah, along with everything else that is going on in terms of not being able to take the fight to the there is only so much that Rhaenyra can do at this moment, and it's just pain, right? So yeah, Rhaenyra, I mean, until that last scene where Mysaria and Rhaenyra gotta get it was kind of a deflating episode for Rhaenyra. It was me and one of my days when it comes to a low with low self-esteem and all of that. So especially, like I said, when you have Jace who brings up Daemon and all of that. Yeah, it's just it just hurts her, doesn't it? So, but it was just really, really, great stuff as well to just explore that, like, kind of, like, a lack of confidence there for Rhaenyra, when she really wants to, like, because that's it though. She's also feeling shit about being grounded, essentially. Because deep down she wants to go out there and take the fight herself and all of that. But of course there are going to be people chirping in her ear. That's not a good idea. We don't want to be mourning you because that's what's going to happen. So, yeah. Or you'll be kidnapped, basically. But yeah, it was really, really interesting stuff there. But yeah, it was a really, really great episode. Looking forward for these next 2 episodes. So yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting. But yeah, it was really, really fun this episode. Not gonna lie. So yeah, I will see you guys next time though. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!